All right. You ever have that one film that all your friends are sitting there wondering how you haven't seen it? Makes no sense. Well, that's what The Monster Squad was for me. Came out in 1987, PG 13. It's an hour and 22 minutes. Now, as you can tell, the whole film was centered around the Monster Squad. You know, title's very self exclamatory. The 80s was very well known for that. Now, the other week, I was at a Comic Con and a good portion of this cast was there, so I felt like it was a sign that I needed to watch this film. So, sat down the other night, watched it. I loved it. It was definitely a little tacky, but what movie from the 80s wasn't? So the film starts off, very subsequently. You got Van Helsing trying to stop the monsters, and he's trying to stop more than just Dracula, and then going into a vortex, and it's a giant, not even like a mind fuck. It's just a giant of, okay, so that's how we're going to do this. Now the cast consists of Andrew Gower, as Sean. We have Stephen Machete as Del. We have Duncan Ranger as Count Dracula. We have Ryan Lambert as Rudy, and we have Stan Shaw as a Detective Sapri. Now, the whole film itself, it's outstanding, just because of the fact of how, in this film, maybe in the 80s they were big names, but now they're not. And for a whole cast of kids to be able to, carry this movie the way that they did was, unbelievable if you ask me. So, obviously, we get jumped into the future. And Dracula's trying to get all his friends back together to finally rule the world and create a world for the monsters. But Sean and his buddies have a different idea, and it's very family-oriented. How these guys were able to stay together and fight for the one thing that none of the adults believed in. So I think it was very well done, and I can understand why it's a cult classic, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't watch it. So don't be like me and be mad you didn't watch it. Just go watch it. IMDb gave it a 6.9 out of 10. I give it 4 out of 5, just because, the realism to it, how the parents don't believe them, how they're able to, fight against the monsters. It wasn't anything too unrealistic. Now, if you're like me and you haven't watched it, it's on Paramount Plus, so get off your lazy ass and go watch it.